everyone, I'm Charlene from gwhiskers.com. Recently I was tagged in a 40 beauty questions tag by Amanda, and I thought I'd try and squeeze the first short video in just so I can get through these questions because there are quite a few of them. But I really love the topics that it covers, so I thought I'd get into it today, see how it goes and try and do more. So I'll jump into the first category, which is skincare. The first question is, how many times do you wash your face daily? It is so important to not overwash your face. So morning and evening is all that's required. Unless you're outside running around, you shouldn't overdo it. So morning, evening, just to make sure that your skin is well prepared for your moisturizers and your usual skincare routine. You don't want to strip it of its natural oils and you end up with a dry skin. And the next question is, what type of skin do you have? I don't have a skin type, I have a skin condition, which most people do generally have a skin condition, not a skin type. My skin condition is dehydration because I don't drink enough water. I sit in an air-conditioned building and it's very windy here in Cape Town. All sorts of environmental factors do add to it. So what I try and do is, when I can, drink as much water as I can and pack as many hydrating products into my skincare routine as possible. Okay, what is your current facial wash? I'm currently using two facial washes. The first is what's from the Jean Beret line. I do a double cleanse, starting off with a gel wash and then using a milk cleanser. I like using gel washes because I like the foaming action. It's the only way I actually feel like my skin is clean. And to get all the impurities out of the pores, I think a gel cleanser is really necessary. But the problem with it is that they tend to be quite acidic, which dries out your skin, and because I've got dehydrated skin, I do need to try and keep as much as the moisture in as possible. So that's where I then use a milk cleanser. This helps to just level out that pH balance in your skin and get back some of the moisture back in there. When I'm lazy, I just mix the two together instead of washing with the gel and then the milk cleanser. And that's actually a nice trick for people, is mix up the two so that you just level out that pH level of your face washes. Okay, the next question. Do you exfoliate? Yes, everyone must exfoliate if you want to have great skin. I can't emphasize it enough. In order for your products to actually work, it needs to get through that dead layer of skin that sits on top. So at least twice a week you should be exfoliating. Don't overdo it because you don't want to expose the new skin cells before they are ready to the outside world. So the next question goes straight into, what brand do I use of exfoliator? At the moment I'm using the Carita brand. I love it. I just wish that when Style 36 had their sale, I bought more of these products. I bought as much as I could, but because it was around Christmas times, I had to balance off my needs versus the needs of my family and their gifts. But this is really great. It is a gel exfoliator with abrasive particles inside, because that's the exfoliator that I tend to prefer. I like to feel the scrub against my skin because that way I actually feel as though the dead skin cells are leaving. I know it's all in my mind. You also get chemical peels and chemical exfoliators. They tend to mostly use plant acids, and that's also a nice way of getting rid of it if you don't like scrub. Okay, and then the next question is, what moisturizer do you use? Well, at the moment I am using Clarence's Hydroquench cream for normal to dry skin. I absolutely love this stuff, and I probably use it a little bit too much, quite excessively, because I got this in December and as you can see it's already almost empty. But that's also, I love the smell of it. It smells of almost crushed ice cucumber water to me, and I use it all over my face, neck, on my chest, even the back of my neck. It is so important that when you do your skincare routine, to do all over that's visible, especially your neck. You don't want to end up with that old lady turkey neck by the time you're 40. So look after it. That's probably quite mean what I said, but it is a fact. So look after your skin. Okay, do you use eye cream? That's probably where I'm the laziest. I use it when I remember to use it. Because I use various serums, I don't always get to the eye cream, but the one I do like to use is by S, and it's a lip and eye cream. I always tend to buy this one because I like it so much. It absorbs nice and quickly, and I do see the results when I use it, especially when I tend to get very deep dehydration lines around my eyes. I reach for this immediately. It's really great, and if I remember correctly, I think it's 215 Rand, which is really affordable for an eye cream, because some of them can be quite costly. Okay, do you have freckles? Yes, I do, but they tend to be reactive freckles. I get them when I go into the sun, on my cheek, around my nose, and then to my other side, so mostly across this section. From a young age, I used to get it as soon as I'd go out into the sun. My skin would react by producing these freckles, which they can be quite cute, but the problem is that as I'm getting older, I'm noticing that they're not fading as they used to, and they almost look splotchy, almost like age spots, so I have to be quite careful. But I think some people look really adorable with freckles, that being said. Okay, the next question, do you have acne prone skin? And it ties into the next question about using Proactiv. And no, I was very fortunate throughout my teenage years as well that I didn't battle with acne. I would occasionally get sort of the hormonal deep pimples, or even now today, if I drink fizzy cool drinks, I tend to get tiny little ones. So I have been quite fortunate in that I don't battle with that, and I haven't battled with it. The only thing I had was a heat rash across my forehead that used to make me a little bit self-conscious, but I mean that was easily treated and didn't leave any scars. So I've been very fortunate, very blessed, and I know a lot of women do battle with it. Okay, so that was the first bunch of questions. I thought just to supplement it, I would tell you what I do as far as my skincare routine goes. What I like to use is a hydrating toner before I do my cleanse, just to get rid of any makeup. So it's the same as a mineral type of water. It just helps to also sort of kick in my hydration that I need for my skin. Then I go into my face washes. After that, twice a week I'll incorporate my exfoliator, and then I have, oh, where's it? Where is it? Okay, I can't find my Dermalogica. Oh, there is it. I use either the Age Smart Dermalogica face mask, or when I really need to get the hydration going in my skin, I find that the L'Occitane hydrating mask really works well. So those two I do twice a week at least. And then my usual routine, I go into either using the Clarita Ideal Hydration Serum or the Clarins Hydrating Serum. And then when I remember the eye cream, it's always good to do the serum first and then your treatment product, and then go into your moisturizer. During the day, I use BB creams as well on top of my moisturizers, so that just helps to also give me some extra SPF factor as well as some extra hydrating properties in there, and it helps to cover up any imperfections on my skin. I don't use foundations. I'm a big BB cream lover. So that's my skincare routine in a nutshell. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll try to get to the next one as soon as possible. Thanks a lot for watching, and visit my blog. Bye bye.